Welcome, folks. I'm on the Allure of the Seas. I'm here in Galveston, Texas. I'm going to do a full walkthrough ship tour. I hope you enjoy the tour. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start up here on the upper decks. I'm going to give you a quick preview of Deck 15. We just left the solarium. Right here is the beach pool. This is the sandbar. Right after that is the H2O zone, then the video arcade. Right after that is El Loco Fresh, then the sports court. And then if we go all the way to the back, we're going to find the Flow Riders and Wipeout Bar. We're going to head more toward the front of the ship. We're going to take a look at the pools. There are 4 big pools on this ship. They're in 2 pairs. So we're going to look at the first pair of pools. They're pretty much right next to each other. Central Park is going to divide the 2 pools. There are a couple of hot tubs in each of the pool areas. It's pretty cool. It's a nice place to relax. Over on the other side of the main pool is the beach pool. You'll also find another couple of hot tubs over here. I like the beach pool because you can put your chair up into the water and dip your toes in while you're lying and hanging out in the sun. A lot of people like to hang out in the beach pool a little bit more than the main pool just because of that. Throughout the entire cruise, you're going to be able to enjoy live music, frozen drinks. DJs will come in at night and have dance parties. It's a really cool atmosphere and a lot of people like to hang out here. Now, if you want to go a deck above, you can go to the sky bar or you can hang out here in the sandbar. And then on the other side of the sky bar is the mast bar. It's pretty cool because you have a really good view of the pools from the sky bar and the mast bar. Right here is the H2O zone. This is specifically for kids. You're going to find a couple of pools here, a bunch of splash toys, and a whirlpool. Kids really love this area. It's overflowing with geysers, climbable sculptures, water cannons, like I said, a couple of pools and waterfalls. Directly on the other side of the H2O zone, on the other side of Central Park, is the sports pool. This is where all the action takes place. Throughout the cruise, you'll enjoy many different types of competitions and contests here, such as water volleyball. The crew will play against the guests. Just keep in mind the crew is pretty good, so choose your teams wisely. Right in front of the sports pool is the Paddy Dive Center. If you'd like to take a lesson, come on over, inquire, they'll help you out with whatever you need. This is the arcade. You will not need change to play any of these games. All you will need is your key card. Your key cards are linked to your credit card, and you're going to link that when you do your online check-in. Let's head to the back of the ship. Right here is the ping pong area. It's completely enclosed, which makes it extremely convenient. Over here is Loco Fresh. You can order a fresh taco, burrito, tortilla, get some nachos. Everything is fresh. It's buffet style, so just come on in and grab your favorite Mexican item. Is what I like to do is on the first day of the cruise, I skip the buffet completely and come right to El Loco Fresh. El Loco Fresh is all the way here at the back, and there are a couple of more venues back here. For example, the sports court. It's a full basketball court, but they also offer a lot of other activities here, such as soccer, dodgeball, and paddleball. All the way in the back of the ship are the Flow Riders. There are 2 of them. You have to meet certain height restrictions to be able to ride the Flow Riders, and you'll also need to sign a waiver. So make sure you take care of that the first day of the cruise. One of the Flow Riders is for surfing, and the other one is for bodyboarding. In the middle here is the zip line. You're just going to zip line right over the boardwalk. It's amazing. On the other side, in front of one of the Flow Riders, is the mini golf. You do not need a reservation for the mini golf. Just show up and start playing. I'm going to give you a quick preview of Deck 16. This is the solarium. The solarium spans 2 decks. This is the main pool. On the other side is the beach pool. Right here is the sky bar, then the sports pool, and then all the way to the back here is the Windjammer Marketplace. And you can see the sports court from up here. Let's take a look at the Windjammer Marketplace. This is the buffet area for the Allure of the Seas, and it's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is complimentary. You can come in anytime. It's open and get whatever you want. Check it out, folks. The Allure of the Seas is part of the Oasis class. If you want to book any one of those ships, or if you want to book any royal ship, make sure you give us a call. You see, what we do is amazing. We actually offer you special savings. We're going to give you all the promotions that Royal offers, but in addition, we're going to give you an exclusive agency discount. It is amazing, and we get promotions from many different places. We get them from Royal, we get them from our corporate office, and we also apply our own exclusive agency discount, so make sure you give us a call. Let's head on up to the front of the ship and take a look at the solarium. Right before you get the solarium, you're going to go right by one of these whirlpools. They're on either side, and they're really cool. They hang over the side of the ship and have the best views. When you walk into the solarium, the first thing that you're going to notice is panoramic views. Keep in mind that the solarium spans 2 decks, and it is full of whirlpools and nice little swimming pools for you to relax and hang out in. I really like the swimming pool right here, which is in the center. A lot of people like to just come on over here, relax, enjoy the sun, and just hang out with friends. There's a bar on the upper deck. It's the solarium bar. So you have to walk up a deck, grab your drink, and then you can head on back down into the pool. Over here is the solarium grill. It's buffet style. There's also a full drink station. A lot of people like to come in here in the morning to have breakfast. That's a little tip for you. Let's head on down to Deck 8 and take a look at Central Park. I'm going to give you a quick preview. When you first walk in, to the right is 150 Central Park West, the Rising Tide Bar in the center, and Chops Grill to the left. This is the Trellis Bar. Right after that is Park Cafe and Giovanni's, and then Vintages. That's the wine bar. Central Park is one of the coolest neighborhoods on the ship. All the plants here are real, and there are many different types of species. There are literally hundreds of plants and trees throughout Central Park. This is Chops Grill. This is the steakhouse. It's right here in Central Park. It's part of the specialty dining. Is what I'll do is I'm going to give you a link on what the difference between specialty and complimentary is on this ship. So when you get a chance, make sure you check that out. You can also look at the pricing and everything that is offered in each of the dining venues. This is the Rising Tide Bar. The Rising Tide Bar is going to go from here down to the promenade. 150 Central Park is an an elegant dining venue. You might want to dress up a little bit before dining here. Keep in mind that all of the ingredients offered in this restaurant are from locally sourced farmers. Look at this trellis. It's amazing. I love it. And what's cool about it is that right next to it, you'll find the Trellis Bar. The Trellis Bar is a really cool spot to grab a drink. It's right here in the center of Central Park. And what's really cool about Central Park is that at night, it'll feature live bands. So I like to come here in the early evening. This is Park Cafe. It's a favorite among cruisers. It's an excellent spot to grab a light snack. They offer soups, salads, sandwiches. You can also come in for breakfast. They have drink stations so you can get an early morning coffee, a treat. They also offer specialty coffees. Keep in mind that they do offer complimentary coffee throughout the entire ship, but there are certain places where you can get a specialty coffee if you like, and that's going to be an extra charge. The dining venues here in Central Park all offer outside seating, like here at Giovanni's. This is the Italian restaurant. It's also part of the specialty dining. They offer delicious pizzas, and check this out, they make their own pasta. Right next to Giovanni's is Vintages. This is the wine bar. It's a cozy environment to curl up with a nice glass of wine and hang out with friends. Check this out. They offer wine tastings. Make sure you go to one of those. You can also come over here and sit at one of the sofas or one of the comfortable chairs. I like to sit at the bar. That's my spot. Directly on the other side in front of Central Park is Dazzles. This is a multi-level venue which offers swing bands to disco to classic rock cover bands. I like to come in and watch the classic rock cover bands. They have the best entertainment on Royal Caribbean. So when you're watching one of these cover bands, you think you're watching the real thing. Let's head on down to deck 6 and take a look at the boardwalk. I'm going to give you a preview. Right here is the boardwalk doghouse, then the carousel. Right after that is Johnny Rockets, then Sabor, and all the way to the back is the Aqua Theater. So let's take a tour. When you first walk in, you'll see these wooden horses. A lot of people like to sit on these and take pictures. Then you're going to come across the boardwalk doghouse, which is a huge favorite. They have different kinds of hot dogs and sausages with all of the fixing. Right here is the carousel. Kids love to go around on the horses. It's fun to take pictures and just enjoy the area. You'll see the boardwalk balcony cabins if you look up. Head on into Cups and Scoops if you'd like a delicious cupcake or a scoop of ice cream. Because what I like to do is get a cupcake and a scoop of ice cream and eat those together. Look at this. Over here, there is another arcade. So there are two arcades. There's one up on deck 15 and one right down here on the boardwalk. Take a look at this. If we go down the boardwalk a little bit, we're going to go into Sabor. This is the Mexican restaurant. Enjoy fine Mexican cuisine. There's also a bar over here. This is what a lot of people like to do is on the night of the Aqua show, they like to stop in here to grab a drink. So here's a tip. Get your drinks at Schooner Bar. There's no lines. Over here is Johnny Rockets. This is a retro style diner. You can enjoy hamburgers, shakes, French fries. Keep in mind that it is a la carte. It's part of the specialty dining. I like to grab a stool over here at the bar, or you can grab a seat and take a look at the little jukeboxes. Straight ahead, all the way to the back is the Aqua Theater. Before you get to the Aqua Theater, there is a little outside bar here, which is part of Sabor. This is the Aqua Theater. It's all the way at the back of the ship. Here you'll enjoy amazing aquatic shows. Divers will be jumping from high dives. There will be people walking across tight ropes, plenty of dancing, lots of entertainment. Do not miss the Aqua Show. It's probably one of the best shows at sea. Right next to the Aqua Theater is the rock climbing wall. There are two of them. There is a rock climbing wall on either side, and they're a lot of fun. You climb up the wall, and as you get to a certain level, you ring the bell. Let's head on over to deck 6 inside. This is the shore excursions desk. If you have any questions about any one of your shore excursions, just come on over and they'll help you out. Right across the way is Schooner Bar. Schooner Bar is a favorite among cruisers. At night, a piano player will come in and play a lot of those songs that you enjoy to sing along. The Schooner Bar has excellent views of the promenade, so many guests like to come on over here, have a seat, and check out what's going on. Let's head to deck 5. I'm going to give you a preview. We're going to head right around the corner here. This is Starbucks, Boleros. Then right after that is the English Pub and Sorrento's. Right after Sorrento's is Cafe Promenade, Guest Services, and over to the left is the Champagne Bar. And if we head up the stairs, take a look at this. It's the Boardwalk. Let's head more toward the front and take a look at Boleros. This is the Latin nightclub. If you hear a lot of music coming from the promenade, it's probably coming from Boleros. Late at night, everyone loves to come in, enjoy the music, and get their groove on. Let's head on out of Boleros, go across the promenade, and go into On Air. Here you can catch your favorite sporting event throughout the entire cruise. You can also enjoy other activities here as well. On sea days, it'll be action-packed. Many things will be taking place here. At night, you can enjoy games and karaoke. There's a Starbucks on board. It is part of the specialty coffee, so there is an additional charge. But folks, don't worry, there is plenty of complimentary coffee all throughout the ship. Speaking of complimentary, this is Sorrento's. It's the complimentary pizza place. All the pizza is made fresh. One thing I really like about Sorrento's is that when everything else is closed upstairs, it's still open. So you can come in late at night and get your favorite slice of pizza. Across the hall from Sorrento's is the English Pub. Order a specialty beer like a Guinness, enjoy live music, sit down, relax at the bar, enjoy the atmosphere. It's a really cool spot to get a drink, and there is seating outside on the promenade. Right across the promenade is Next Cruise. While you're on board, folks, if you're thinking about booking another cruise, come in and talk to them. They offer excellent deals, and they make sure you give us a call. You can actually allow us to take over that booking and we will give you that discount. Across the way here is guest services. If you have any questions while you're on board, head on over to guest services. They'll help you out with whatever you need. Every Oasis class ship has a classic car. Many guests like to come over here and take a picture. Right next to the car is Cafe Promenade. Cafe Promenade is open 24/7. That's why it's so cool. You can come over here anytime and grab a tasty sandwich or a treat. Also, folks, in the morning, you can grab a coffee. Right in front of guest services is the Rising Tide Bar. We saw that when we were at Central Park. The Rising Tide Bar either goes up from the promenade to Central Park or it comes down from there. When you get off the Rising Tide Bar, head on into the Champagne and Martini Bar. Hopefully, you'll have a drinking package when you get on board. When you head on into the Martini Bar, it's awesome. They have a full list of martinis, so you can just go down the list and try each one. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Let's preview Deck 4. Right here is the theater. This is Blaze, Comedy Live, and Jazz on 4. Right past that is Studio B. Through this little corridor here is the art area. This is the casino. And all the way at the back of the ship is the main dining room. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on back to the front of the ship and take a look at the theater. The theater spans 2 decks. As I was saying before about Royal Caribbean, they have excellent entertainment, so you're going to enjoy their shows. Make sure you get here early because they fill up quick, and you're going to want to get a good seat. You might want to stop by Bolero's and grab a drink before you come on in, but they also serve drinks here, so don't worry about it. This is Blaze. This is the nightclub. Late at night, it gets bumping. If you want to get your groove on, come on in. There's really cool seating over here at the bar, and there's comfortable seats and table here in the main area. I like this area over here in the corner. It's a little VIP-like section where you can have a little bit of privacy and have some cool conversation. Right across the hall is Comedy Live. Throughout the entire cruise, there are going to be 2 different types of shows. There will be one for kids and one for adults. There will be many different comedians on the cruise. Throughout the entire cruise, they'll be getting on and off at different ports, so you have a wide variety of material to enjoy. Across the way here is Casino Royale. There are 2 casinos on board. This is a small one. This is for the non-smokers. In the main casino, smoking is allowed, so if you don't like secondhand smoke, head on over here to the smaller one. Right down the way is Studio B. This is the ice skating rink and theater. You can enjoy amazing ice shows. Also, on sea days, you can even ice skate in here. They'll also have other activities in this space throughout the entire cruise. Sometimes late at night, they'll have rock groups in here, concerts. They'll also have DJs and dance parties in this area. They're able to cover the ice with a regular floor. Let's head on through the art gallery. This is like just a big hallway. It takes you from Studio B to the casino. This is one of the biggest casinos at sea. They offer many different types of slot machines, card tables. You can play roulette, craps. They also have a really cool bar here in the center, which is an excellent spot to grab a drink. There's tournaments offered throughout the entire cruise. And if you like poker, they have cash poker games. Right down the way here is Azumi. This is the Hibachi Grill and Sushi Bar. If you want to dine at the Hibachi Grill, is what they're going to do is they're going to pair you up with other guests, and the chef is going to cook the food right in front of you. It's a lot of fun, and guests love it. You can sit over here at the sushi bar if you want to order sushi a la carte, or you can grab one of the tables. It is highly recommended that if you want to dine in Izumi that you make reservations. Well, let's head on into Grande. This is the main dining room. The main dining room is humongous. It spans 3 decks. It is 100% complimentary. It's included in your cruise fare. You will pick between 3 dining times. You can do an early or a late dining, or you can do the anytime dining. Now, each deck has a different name. For example, Grande will be on deck 4. American Icon Grill will be on deck 3. It'll be on your key card which deck from which you are supposed to enter. This is Vitality at Sea. This is the juice bar. If you have a good night of drinking and you need to rehydrate, you can head on over to the Vitality Cafe. Another thing that you can do if you want to get a good restart is they do offer IV drips now. Let's head on into the salon. Girls, if you need to get your hair done for a formal night, head on into the salon. You can get your nails done. They'll take care of you. If you want to buy any of the beauty products that they offer you, they are right here in the spa. Speaking of the spa, it spans a couple of decks and they offer many different services. You can get acupuncture, facials, med spa services, and many other different types of services. Here's a recommendation. When you get on board, you should always come to the spa, the gym, and many other services. Here's a recommendation and a really good tip. Right when you get on board, come on into the spa and take a tour. And that is what they'll do is they'll give you a full tour and they'll give you a list of all the services that they offer. And here's the thing, a lot of times on sea days or port days, they may have special promotions. So make sure that you're aware of that. If you go behind the spa desk, you're gonna go right into the fitness center. It is a full fitness center. It's one of the biggest fitness centers at seas. They offer treadmills, Stairmasters, free weights, many different types of machines. You can also get into many different types of classes. So that's why I give the recommendation that the first day of the cruise, you come on in and check it out because you may want to get into a spin class or a yoga class. Thank you for joining me on the tour